to the stage now. Oh my gosh, speaking of, this is what you've been waiting for. She is a delight in every sense of the word. She has so many different things that are exciting about her. It's hard to narrow it down to 5 minutes. Put your hands together, all your hands together for Wendy Wilkins. Yeah!
Hello, everyone. Are you having a good time? Happy Father's Day. So you might call me a Jill of all trades. I've had many careers. Let's see if I can name them all in this time limit. So I was a flight attendant. Hi, Nancy. I am a realtor, writer, director, producer, but when I was 19, I was a cop. And actually, there's someone in the audience here today. Hi, Anthony. We were in the academy together when I was 19. Please don't say what year. I don't want people to know my age. But so as a 19-year-old cop, I did pretty much everything you could think of. Went to burglaries, armed robberies, murders, helped get cats out of trees. But one of the first things I had to do as a cop was undercover as a streetwalker. I could have made a lot of money. But my sergeant said to me, hey, it's not like it's in the movies. It's not like Pretty Woman. Just dress like you haven't had a shower for a week. So, because most of the streetwalkers were heroin addicts and getting their fix and, it was a vicious cycle. So here I am in my dirty old horse riding jeans with greasy hair on a street corner, a busy street corner, and thinking, oh my God, what if someone comes past from high school and thinks, boy, Wendy Wilkins has gone downhill, she's now a prostitute. So that was all I was thinking about. But it was really my first acting job because I thought I'd have to do a lot of flirting, but basically you just have to stand there. And a guy comes up, the John, and you have to get them to say what they want and for how much. So you'd stand there and you'd go, hey, you've got a nice car. And he'd go, yeah. And I go, what do you want? And he'd say, I want sex. But he'd have to say what kind of sex. So I'd say, do you want oral or straight? And then they'd say, maybe oral. And then I'd say, well, how much? And he'd say, what do you want to pay? And he'd say, $30. $30? I was shocked. Back then it was $30 for a blowjob. Can you believe it? I thought it'd be at least 100. But that was a long time ago. And I can't imagine being a cop now. But I did recently think I still act like a cop every day. I'm driving down the street and I was like, hey, that guy went through a stop sign. Hey, that guy dropped trash. Hey, that guy didn't use his indicator. And when I'm walking across the street, I sometimes go like this. And walk across. You know what it's like in LA, it's pretty dangerous. So, but I was so young when I was a cop that I'd talk on the radio and I'd say, VKC, can I have a car check for St Kilda 350, X-ray Charlie Lima 555, and all the other cops would come back and say, hey, does your mummy know you're out? Which was pretty rude. So I can't imagine being a cop now, but I actually, when I'm saying, that guy went through a stop sign, and when I'm driving around, I often bip my horn, and my ex says, you're going to get shot in LA if you do that. Don't do that. So I nearly did get assaulted once, actually. I was walking down the street and I saw this real He-Man, must have been on steroids with a big Rottweiler. And he was on the phone and his dog was doing business, big business. Anyway, then he finished the call, looked at the business and started walking off. And I said, excuse me, are you going to pick that up? And he looked at me and he came with a clenched fist as if he was going to punch me in the face. And I said, oh, really? You're going to assault me for your own dog shit? And then he looked at me like he was, but then he walked off. But you know what was worse? There was a woman watching and she said, why don't you mind your own business? And I said, hey, lady, it is my business. That was my front yard. Now, as I said, it was a long time ago, but I still wish I had my badge sometimes. Now, I never really used my badge when I wasn't supposed to when I was a cop, except for one time. It's okay, it's not too bad. It was Christmas time, and, I left the shopping till the last minute. So I was at a Westfield shopping centre, like in Century City. By the way, Australians built that. Anyway, I was driving around trying to find a parking spot. And then I saw one, so I was making a beeline for it, about to go in, and this guy saw me, and he tries to cut me off. And I go, hey, I was going in there. And he's like, And I'm like, no, I was going in there. And he's like, no. And then I went, okay. I get my badge and I go, you, get out. And he actually did. Now, I don't know what I would have charged him with if he didn't. But anyway, that was the only time I used my badge. So anyway, I'm Wendy Wilkins. And if you want to find out more, I've written a memoir called Sex, Love and Cops. It's on Amazon, and the actual cops that I used to work with said that I should have titled it Gullible's Travels, but I want to make it into a TV series like Sex and the City with cops. Anyway, thanks for having me.